you have any clue how many three-point shots you've hit this year? Just the total number? And I have a point here, so if you know it,
I think maybe 30s.
30?
Maybe?
Okay, now,
high 20s.
What's the ratio of the number of three-point shots you've hit this year compared to the number of hours you've spent over the summer shooting? Do you have any idea how much time you've put in?
It's been quite a bit. It's been quite a bit for sure. I'm always, my dad always told me you're either getting worse or you're getting better, so I really take that to heart. And so I try to make sure every day I'm doing something to get better. So. Well,
I want to talk about all of that because you're the guy that we see when we come in the summer. You're in there shooting all the time. And I'm sure the other guys are in their home gyms or whatever. But you're the one I see. And so I want to talk about that practice time. Is that a release for you? Is it something that obviously no one's forcing you to do it, but
right.
But talk about that time in the gym and when you're just working.
Yeah, it's just normal for me. If I don't go to the gym, I feel like that's not a normal day.
Right.
When we have like Christmases or Thanksgiving, it's always nice to have those breaks off. But
right.
Those days kind of feel not normal to me because I'm not at the gym. So it's actually just over the years it's just become part of my routine.
Yeah, old baseball coach here, and we always used to tell hitters that you've got to have a bat in your hand every day. You can't lose that swing. Is that right. The same thing? Is it like that?
Yeah, I think for sure. At least for me it is. It's like I said, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. And if it's not something in the gym, whether it be in the weight room or watching film, I feel like each day you can take something and try to improve yourself in every way. In my case it's basketball, but I think in every facet of life you can do that. So
what's neat, Jordan, though, is that it's neat to see all that hard work pay off for you this year, and you had an opportunity to play, to move into the starting lineup. And, my goodness, you're leading the team in scoring. So do you feel justified with all that time? Is it a satisfying feeling?
It's very satisfying. Obviously personally for me to have some success starting out this season, but also just to come and help the team. I feel like the past few years, the worst part wasn't necessarily individually. Of course, that's frustrating. You're not getting the playing time you want. But I think the worst part was, not feeling like I was helping the team in games, and that's a great feeling in itself as well. So
I'm going to talk about the team here in a moment, obviously. But back to you. What's the difference between you as a player, your first 2 years at Jewel, and this year?
I think mainly just confidence and given the opportunity. With Reed's injury, that was unfortunate, but we knew that someone had to step up, and when my name was called, I just tried to take that as the opportunity and, show the coaches and my teammates that, they didn't make the wrong decision in putting me in that position. So
you're a Liberty High School guy. How does it feel to have success here in your hometown?
It feels great. I got a lot of people, old coaches, old teammates, coming out to watch and either calling or texting me saying they hear that I'm playing well. So it's really a nice feeling. So.
How about this year? The style has changed a little bit. A smaller team has got to run a little bit more. You are not just a spot-up shooter on this team anymore. You've got to create shots and run the break. And what kind of a change has that been for you? A good change?
Yeah, I think like the last 2 years I've been penciled in as more of a spot-up shooter guy, which I can do. But I think through high school and Oz, and when I played in summer ball, and even this summer in our pro-am game, I think my game is more than just that. I think I can do more. I'm not a guy that necessarily like Dwight who's just gonna break guys down off the dribble and get to the lane. But I feel like I can, off 1 to 2 bounces, create my own shot, pull-ups, and get to the lane. When I have my opportunities. So it's a nice change for me because I'm kind of able to show more of what I can do than just stand in the corner and shoot the ball.
The running game though, do you enjoy it?
Definitely, it's a fun way to play, and it gives everyone a chance to kind of create their own shot and get into a flow of the offense. So
has it been tough to learn though? Because as Coach Holly will say, it used to be inside out. We had good post players, and they would bring the ball back outside. Is it tough to make that adjustment?
I think it's fairly easy for our guards. We got a lot of smart guys on the team, so we've made the adjustment pretty well.
Yeah. Speaking of smart guys, how's school going for you?
It's going pretty well. I think I made the Scholar athlete team this semester. Would have had the 4.0, but that dang plus-minus system got me. I had an A1, A- in there, so didn't quite get that, but it's going well.
What's your major?
Psychology. And Spanish minor, which might change to a major. Okay. We'll see about that.
Where does that kind of a degree lead you?
I really want to be a forensic psychologist, work with, police departments or hopefully one day like the FBI, and kind of, it would be more like profiling criminals, seeing, why certain people do the things they do. I'm really interested in that type of stuff. But if not that, then just psychiatrics or psychology.
Think you're going to coach at some point?
Possibly. The more, a lot of people know here I work out with kids from the area. The more I do that, the more I love it, and the more I think that coaching might be a possibility for me.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. That's why I led you into that a little bit. But what are those sessions like for you? From top to bottom, what are you doing? Are you marketing yourself to people and having kids come in and you work with them on basketball fundamentals?
Yeah, originally it was just one parent came up to me, a friend of my brother's, and came up to me and said he wanted me to do lessons with his son. And other players on his son's team kind of heard about it, and so those parents came, and then from there it kind of just marketed itself. I don't really do a whole lot as far as making flyers or even a business card or anything like that. It kind of just goes from the parents and kids who I already have kind of saying, oh, we work out with this kid, and so.
Well, even yesterday before the Bellarmine game, you were out working with someone, so your schedule must be pretty tight, but do you have room for more?
Yeah, I think so, especially after the season starts. In the spring and summer is really when I try to get up to about 7 to 8 guys, so hopefully, this summer's a good one.
Ariel Smith was our guest on the women's halftime, and I asked her the same question I'm going to ask you. Where's the joy in basketball for you? What do you really enjoy?
Just everything about it, but for me, the main part is the outside of the game. Obviously, the games are really fun. The practices with the team and everything are fun, but the off season is something I really look forward to. The summers and the springs are just conditioning, weight training, and being able to come in the gym by myself and get better and really see that improvement lead into the next season. So that's really the best part for me.
You are playing the best of the best in Division II. How do you feel about that? Do you enjoy playing those top teams?
Yeah, it's always fun to compete even against the best guys. So I'm really looking forward to this next stretch coming up. We got a lot of good teams on our schedule, so it should be good.